What is up, my friends? Welcome to another Global Economic Report. Today, we are going to talk about the further decline of U.S. banks and really centralized banks. And we're going to just take a small sample size of this. And we're going to also not go that deep. Like, if we wanted to, we could go really deep into Chase, Wells Fargo, and other top U.S. banking institutions and dig deeper and find a lot more interesting things. I'm going to go really just surface level. And the reason why, this was all sparked by a story that was shared with me by a community member this week. Let me explain this to you and set some context. This is going to blow your mind. Buckle up. Let's go into this. I'm not going to share their name, but they went to their bank and they wanted to pull out over $10,000. Now, their bank was a credit union, a big credit union, okay? And at first they said, well, we only have $5,000 in the bank. And the banking teller didn't have a problem with saying this. Let that piece sink in for a second. A major bank, and even though it's a credit union, it's still a large credit union, okay, had $5,000 on hand at that moment, and they would have to order it from the truck, which would take 24 hours. And then, because it was over $10,000, they would need to fill out all the paperwork for anti-terrorist, money laundering, IRS stuff. They'd have to fill out all that paperwork, and who knows what red tape or additional questioning or additional anything would happen at that point. He decided to do a certified check. Hey, let me just get a certified check. Okay, great. Gets a certified check. And, a lot of people haven't done a certified check. I haven't. I don't really know the ins and outs of what you got to do, but they never signed the back. And then, so this was the first wasted trip. So they sent him out the door with a certified check, goes to the other bank that he wants to deposit it into, his other account. And they immediately, which he could have just, to take a step back, I think he could have just wired this and it would have been easier, but I don't know. I don't know what happens with a wire over $10,000 in a US bank. And so he goes into the bank that he wants to deposit it into, and they tell him, hey, your signature is missing. So the other bank that he got the certified check from didn't even tell him that he needed this. Why wouldn't they say that? Like, that's like a basic thing. You need to endorse the check. Has to go back, get it endorsed. When he was at the second bank, he had already asked, like, hey, how long, this is going to be in my account immediately, right? No, we're going to hold it for a day. So that already is absurd to me. It's a certified check. Just call the bank and boom, give the money. Then he goes back, gets the signature, goes back again, and finally he's like, okay, we're there, we're done. Let me go ahead and deposit this. And they say, oh, this is a credit union. And they literally said that because they don't consider credit unions a real bank. They're gonna hold a certified check for 2 weeks and do what with it? Let that sink in. They're gonna hold a certified check for 2 weeks. So of course they're gonna use that money during that 2 weeks. It's not just gonna sit there. It's not just dead money, not at play. But doesn't that prove also too that the banks don't even trust each other? And so that story blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. That's obviously not a good sign, right? But they started talking about crypto because it was Chase, the bank that he was trying to deposit this certified check into. So Chase, just in case you're wondering, will hold on to your certified check from a credit union for 2 weeks. Or there's something else you can do, like you can try and call the bank manager from one branch and get his number to then give to the other bank. And then as long as they can talk on the phone or something, it gets approved. So much red tape just to get your money. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, it's your money. How do they expect a business, a person, an individual to operate when everything is a 1 day, 5 day, 20 day hold on things? How do regular people, real world people in the streets operate with holding times like that? I'll give you the shortcut here. They don't. He started talking about JPM coin with this guy. This guy had no clue. This was a manager of a Chase bank, had no clue about JPM coin. So they're not even explaining this to their own people. The whole thing with Chase Bank gets funnier because we still have Chase Bank accounts, because this guy even mentioned that they will still shut down your Chase Bank account today, 2019, March 10th, 2019. They will still shut down your Chase account if you buy cryptocurrency. So all they're looking for is a Coinbase transaction, an over-the-counter transaction, doesn't matter. They'll shut down your Chase account. Now, I thought this was done with. I thought this was like a 2017, 2018 issue, but the guy literally admitted it just today that they're still shutting down Chase Bank accounts if you buy crypto. But yet Chase Bank supposedly just created its own crypto. Well, they call it a crypto even though it's not. Interesting, right? So I just find so many disconnects in this. So he had no clue about JPM coin, which they consider a cryptocurrency, but yet they'll still shut you down if you want to buy cryptocurrency. You see what's going on here? So if you just Google search Chase closed my account for buying crypto. You could do this with Bank of America. You could do this with Wells Fargo. And look, here's a Bank of America right here, but this is from 2017. A lot of this stuff is from 2017, but this one was from just last year, 1 year ago. Chase closed my business account of over 10 years due to Coinbase because he had a transaction on his ledger with the name Coinbase on it. They took him down. 10 years he had a business account with them, and they're just gonna shut you down. They don't care. Like, if that's not feeling threatened, I don't know what is. Okay, next thing. Remember the outages. Oh, we're gonna visit the outages, and we're gonna talk about Wells Fargo as well. So JP Morgan Chase was down. This was back on February 16th. The website was down. It wasn't as bad as Wells Fargo, but it's interesting that the website and mobile app were down literally the day after they announced that they have a cryptocurrency. They have the JPM coin. So the 15th they announced JPM coin. The 16th their mobile app and website was down. Now this was just 1 week after Wells Fargo went down for the second time, and there was over a 24-hour outage. Interestingly enough, JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, whoever, they just seem to keep getting themselves into trouble here. So now they're actually going after a Forbes contributor implies Ripple is a scam and JPM coin in JPM coin debate. So I'm not even here to talk about any of that. I think that's laughable because out of the two, I think JP Morgan is the bigger scam. Okay, for one, JP Morgan has no intention to release the JPM coin on the open market. Compared to XRP and Bitcoin, which operate in a free market where investors can invest and trade at will, the JPM coin will function as a tool of JP Morgan's internal payment system. The coin has no potential to appreciate as an asset or subsequently drop in value because there is no system for speculating the price or trading on an exchange. So that I just think is interesting because people still don't understand really what JPM coin is. Well, there you go. Explain directly from them. That's Chase and JP Morgan. Now let's go into Wells Fargo. Let's go back in time. Remember, this took over social media for about 12 hours. Back on February 7th, Wells Fargo customers are furious as second service outage in a week means they can't use their debit cards or access accounts online. I didn't know at the time that this was the second time that happened. I just saw it like take over on Twitter, and everybody in the crypto space was retweeting it, and like the insanity ensued from there. But that was apparently the second time that it happened. And this isn't like your website's down, like the power goes out in a bank branch. This is like the whole network's down. You're gonna get your card declined on everything. The whole network was down. No using debit card, no logging in online. The bank branches couldn't do anything, couldn't even get your balance. That should be terrifying to people. And a nice reminder that like electronically, if the network goes down, you got no money. You have nothing. So for all those that live off their debit card and just go in, swipe for my coffee, swipe for my lunch, you had a whole day where you literally probably didn't know what to do. Maybe borrowed money from a friend or family, but what if this lasted a week? What if this lasted a month? What are you gonna do about it? Good thing is that there is options out there. Like, I really think for as many people that dog on cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, I'm talking about specifically, like there is no central point of failure with Bitcoin. And a lot of these other cryptocurrencies, they can't be taken offline. Keep that in mind. This, obviously people were insanely furious about this. But that wasn't the last time that happened. And if you just scroll through, quick Twitter search, we'll find this, Wells Fargo down. We'll find that back on March 7th, it happened again. So this was February 7th, a month later, systems are down again. Been a member since 2012. Unfortunately, now we'll be shutting it down March 7th, March 7th, March 8th, March 7th again. So there was some sort of minor system outage again in early March. So about a month after the first one. Here's another interesting piece. I found this. This was March 9th. You can find some interesting things on social media about the truth. Okay, why would these people make this up? This is coming from real users, real people on the ground trying to just live their life operating with these banks. I can only withdraw $300 from the ATM max on the weekends because, well, his opinion is that banks feel we only need Monday through Friday, which is interesting, right? I didn't know they actually capped it at $300 on the weekend. I'd love to know if this is other banks as well. If you're with a bank that caps you $300 withdrawal on the weekends, comment below and let me know which bank. I'd love to hear. But I find that fascinating because you don't even get free reign and unlimited access to your money with the banks. It's like, I really wonder at what point will people finally get it? At what point will people finally say, aha, banks fucking suck. And there is other options. So it's not like, I know they suck, Jay, but there's nothing I can do about it. There is. There's a lot you can do about it. So what's the last one I have here? Okay. This is from February 7th too. I don't know why I put that one there. So just echoing the same thing. But I remember when this happened this day, people were losing their mind. People were absolutely losing their mind. And look, customers took to Twitter Thursday morning to report their frustration about the transactions being declined and being unable to withdraw money from their accounts or check their balances online. Yeah, it's just, that's terrifying. That's terrifying to anybody. Look at what we just discussed in this short video. We discussed so much about the internal workings and the internal issues that are actually going on right now in the banks. The disconnects that are happening right now with the banks and the public. This is not going to be good. This does not just fix itself overnight. And this is not a good thing. This is indication of decay, inner decay happening within the banking system, within the banking syndicate. Anyways, my friends, that's it. I just wanted to share this with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts below. If you want to support us, then it's simple. Just click the like button. That helps algorithmically this get spread around and more of our subscribers see it. I think a video like this is really, really important. If you feel the same, share this around with friends and family. If you do want to support us financially, we've got Patreon links underneath this video. We've got affiliate links. Just by purchasing or supporting us with $1 a month, it goes a long way. Most people think, oh, little old me, $1 a month isn't going to help these guys. It really does. And other creators like myself, we need support. Independent media, alternative media, we need support any way that we can get it, because we're not getting it from the native platforms and the payment processing that regular businesses can strive and thrive off of. Outside of that, if you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss out on any future videos, and be on the lookout because we'll be launching more videos soon, my friends. Bye.